You're welcome to News Insight. Gentlemen, we'll have another Farotimi interview trying to clarify a few things. We had thought the matter is gone, at least at that level. Although too many Nigerians were interested in seeing that litigation through if it was purely civil matter, so that we could get to know what is happening in our judiciary. Our judiciary is aching, and any angle that they crack might allow the light to come in. Nigerians are ready to welcome it. And he made some remarkable statements, saying people should read, that he wasn't in the beer parlor when he wrote that he was so sure of what he wrote. And at the end of the day, he still has 4 suits against him that are still active in the court. Philip, how do we go about this?
You see, looking at Dele Farotimi interview, it's not far from what we have been saying on this table. We have said when this matter, initially came up, that look, this is not a criminal matter.
Yes.
If the man felt so strongly that his image or his fame best has been defamed,
yes,
he should go to the court through the civil procedure. And looking at Dele Farotimi interview, he said he had 4 active suits from the same Afe Babalola law firm,
chamber, yeah.
Suing him. I don't see anything wrong with that. He said, look, my book is well researched and it's well written. I wasn't drunk and I meant what I said. I haven't lied. Go and read, and if you feel challenged, then you can ask or you can go to court. What is the proper place for those suits supposed to be? It's in the court. And he has said initially that he's prepared to defend his action to the last minute, that he knew that this is going to be a long battle in the law court, and he's prepared for it. So I don't see anything new about it. In fact, if he is saying that the Nigerian legal system or the judiciary is on trial or that's faulty, this is where to prove it.
Yes.
Because this book is talking about the judiciary itself. And the matter has come before them to prove themselves, to exonerate themselves or otherwise.
So, Honorable Line, Farotimi said people shouldn't be Philistinic and illiterate. Say they should read. If they don't understand anything, they should come and ask. So, issue of this book has been removed from circulation and that people shouldn't read it. Even Farotimi is not subscribing to that idea, because he's saying that most people that were even having 1 or 2 things against him had not read the book. So if these cases remain, it also opens the door even for the injunction that was given that the book should stop being in circulation to remain in circulation. But the settlement would have maybe helped them to either remove it in circulation or withdraw all the suits. Do you think these cases remaining in court is still in the interest of Afe Babalola?
I don't think it.
Whether it's the one that initiated them or not?
No. For his attention to have now been drawn to it again, that for not less than 4 states, there are issues relating to this matter pending in courts in 4 states. If I were to be him, having said that I've listened to the voice of my elders, even though he's an elderly person, a king is a king. If for these reasons you have decided to withdraw the criminal issues, you should as well give a press statement to everybody connected to you, because some people pick people's fight because of loyalty.
And he wasn't even the only one that was mentioned in the book.
In the book, the young man said he mentioned many other names and offices, and even the court, the judicial system. And remember, the problems we've had in our election, in so many things, we've always said that our court is corrupt. And now, coming to say that people should read, basically myself, I've not even looked for this book to read.
Yeah.
It is this themselves. And of course, the white man have said it long before now. If you want to hide anything from the black man, put it in a book. Yeah. So why not let them release these books. Let us even read, because he is still saying that everything he said in that book were not just said by imagination or intoxication or against a particular person. That is why he mentioned in his latest press statement interview that he mentioned many offices and many names, even the judiciary. Okay. So they should allow people to read. and we can discuss as friends, brothers and sisters,
and test all the
and make correction, because
submissions
either
made
the
to them.
judiciary like it or not, there's a lot of drama.
No.
When they want to change your case, they say on technical ground. That is if they don't have any other to say, they say on technical. Which one is technicality? When you say that this man have cheated me, and I come crying to you, and you know that the man cheated me, and you can see clearly, but I don't have, he has some technical legal language. You should be able to address it.
Substance, based on substance.
Remember God first before you talk of technicality.
Okay, let's put it this way. We don't know whatever, if there was any agreements or as to the things that maybe things not necessarily like gag order, but something close to gagging that might be included in the settlement. Things like Farotimi should not go granting interview or talking about the book anymore. We don't know if anything like that existed in the settlement agreement they had, or the settlement appeal they made to Babalola by the royal
No, I think in the course of this matter, there was a place they said he should not give press.
But now he has come to talk again.
You see, we must, be very careful when we are looking at this Farotimi Babalola issues. We must draw our mind. Let me draw our mind back to the beginning. What happened was that Babalola went to court to take injunction to restrain Dele Farotimi from granting interview for selling his book and all of that. Remember that all these were embedded in the criminal suit.
Yes.
It was nowhere, I don't know, it's not within my knowledge, or I don't think it's with your knowledge, that what transpired between the royal fathers
included anything like that.
Yes, what we only had that because the royal father has intervened, I am withdrawing the criminal suit against Farotimi. He never said he's withdrawing his civil suit. I can't remember reading it anywhere. So we should be guided. You know what has happened is that the man said, okay, because of the intervention, I'm not going to prosecute you. Because they said it was a wrong route. Like I said it here, that this man, they shouldn't go to that route. Because if you are saying that this man is a criminal, it's between him and the state, and not you. You are merely a witness.
Okay, now they continue giving interview by Dele Farotimi. So, do you think is going to help make the matter easier or stoke more fire?
So what I'm saying in essence is this. This is the civil aspect of the matter, which allow for all of this. Because Dele had to defend himself in court. That I never defame anybody. That's what he's saying in his interview. That I meant what I said. I did the research and all of that. I didn't particularly back to that. As old as my father, I wouldn't have done that. But these are facts. That look, it is not his person here. That is not his reputation. It's about the judiciary. You see,
we're asking the other time.
So let me conclude. Okay. That's why I said, see, it is not Afe Babalola that's on trial. It's the judiciary.
It's the judiciary.
This matter is before and they are the one being accused.
That's right.
His name only come up because it
was part of the process.
Yes. So the proper people that is being prosecuted, even that case before the court, is against the judiciary.
It's against the judiciary.
So let's see how they are going to handle it.
And also, like we said earlier, if you remember, before the purported settlement and all that this case should not be left unattended because the judiciary itself is on trial. Now, that's why I asked you, do you think it's in the best interest of Nigeria that we see the complete running of this case?
Oh, sure. It is exactly the best. It should be in the interest of the country. Because like we have all said, a senior advocate, Justice Kutepa of Kogi State, gave a lecture, and made references, the same kind of lengthy allegation, and said it's an unfortunate situation what happened in the case of Kogi and our electoral processes. I have the video. All right, a lot of Nigerians have seen it. So, and apart from that, we've had instances where we that may not be lawyers and maybe we don't know much about legal issues could see how certain matters that are quite glaring will get to the court and the court will look for a way. I said the last language now is on technical ground. I'm not a lawyer.
And at the end of the day, the law was meant to serve the people right.
They say the common man's last hope is the judiciary. So what are you telling a farmer, an illiterate, a poor man that approached the court for justice? We are telling him on technical ground that, okay, you should have gotten justice like this, but on technical ground, he lost the matter. So our judiciary should, like Farotimi is saying, I love this. it wasn't Afe Babalola. He is telling the judiciary that the processes which they use in passing some judgments are being manipulated.
After the title of the book is about Nigerian criminals.
So they should prove them. They should prove him wrong and prove themselves right. Not even looking for who to go to prison or not to go to prison. And remember what he said in this latest interview. It's for the sake of the future, the present, and the future of the country entirely.
Future of the country.
Yes.
Philip, what is the future of this country? How do we... I know you have always said one good head. Okay, one good head will help to build the system, like I've always believed, because there must be a system. The judicial system we have, people are losing hope. People don't want to take their cases to the courts. Even the ones in the courts hardly have enough time to attend to them speedily, except it's a political matter or really time-bound, what is it called, litigation. But actually, any litigation is even time-bound in a way, because they say justice delayed. Justice denied. So eventually, how do we remove the delay in our justice system?
You know, it's a very sad situation we find ourselves. But again, that's not to say that there's not a way out, because challenges are meant to be surmounted. That's why we're human beings. Yeah. Nigeria is a human being, faces challenges. All her institutions are not working. Okay. So Nigeria needs to double up or double that to ensure that her institutions work. The judiciary is one of them, and it's very key. And one of the ways the judiciary can work, the process of selecting the judicial officer need to be reviewed. Once that is done, and people that will be selected their character and their integrity must be tested before they are given that office. Because the office of the judiciary is sacrosanct. It's next to God. Yes. His pronouncement, he can pronounce somebody dead or alive. So you don't just give it to anybody. So we need to go back to the drawing board. We need to check our value system. There need to be a reorientation for this country. Our value system need to be checked. We have lost everything. And again, I'll continue to say that, look, we must go back to the African religion, where they will say, look, if I do this thing wrongly, this will happen. But if I don't do it, the gods protect me. Not coming to say mercy.
Evidence. Prove. From subsection 1. So, just Ella.
Now,
Ella, we don't have time. 30 seconds. You talked about value system, which is going to be one of our takeaways. And looking at what we were doing before the white man came, how we were doing it. What was justice then and what is justice now? That's what he meant. It's not like saying we should move backward. So how do you think our future in terms of our judiciary can get better?
Yes, he has just summarized it all. We should stop this practice of, twisting issues for our interest alone. We should remember, like the case of Supreme Court, we should remember that some certain things that courts allow are things that will cause and keep causing damages into the future. And we won't be here forever. We should do things that... You see, the white people are progressing today because you know very well that if you drink from this cup, you're supposed to take it to wash. All right? So you see, your conscience guide you first. Let's allow our conscience to guide us, like late Pa. Adebanjo. May God bless him. May his soul rest in peace. When I went to his house, you could see a very neutral Nigerian.
I have a word.
Okay, 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
We see, let's reverse back to the African country. Let our lawmaker and our executive, when they win election, let them be sworn by Ogu, Shango, and not Bible and Quran. That if you do let Ogu kill you on the way, it's not judgment. Let's go back to... They're going to be sworn in by Bible and Quran. They're going to be sworn in by what we know.
Okay, that's going to be... let Nigerians decide. People are watching. People are going to queue behind that. We should go back to our value system so that what is evil is evil. You can't paint it by subsection 1, section 2, subsection 3. No. And hide under evidence and this.
Let the good strike you. Instant judgment. And let the one do not be afraid.
It's all right. So, getting back to Dele Farotimi's book, Nigerians want to see that book alive. Yes. If it's what it will take for that book to be alive is for the court process to run its full course. Nigerians are in support of that, especially when Farotimi has come out to say, I wasn't drunk. I researched very well. Nigerians should stop being Philistinic and illiterate. They should read and come to ask questions, should they have any.
And I'm not wanting a particular.
I'm not wanting a particular person. That the trial, somebody or element on trial here or subject on trial here is the judiciary. So I think that's where we'll take it today. This is still News Insights. We'll be right back. Thank you.